Well, less than a week out from the election, and polls show Donald Trump and Kamala Harris in a dead heat in North Carolina, and both of them were back in the state today campaigning.
Harris was in Raleigh while Trump was in Rocky Mount. And we begin with Amarachi Uche, who is live in Rocky Mount covering the former president. Amarachi.
Yeah, Dave, former President Donald Trump spoke to supporters here in Rocky Mount for about 2 hours. Now, when leaving the rally, I talked with some supporters, and they feel this was his best rally yet and can't wait to hear more from him as president.
We are going to send Donald J. Trump back to the White House.
Former President Donald Trump, with his eyes set on winning over the key swing state of North Carolina, rallied supporters in Rocky Mount Wednesday.
It inspires me. It makes me love America again.
This rally comes after a newly released Elon poll shows the fight for the White House a dead heat in North Carolina. Trump, understanding how important it is to win over the state, urged supporters to head to the polls.
This is a very important state. We win this state, we're sailing. We're sailing. We win this state, we're sailing.
Trump delivered remarks about his plan on many things, including inflation, tax cuts, drugs, and border control.
I will bring back a thing called the American dream. Isn't that nice? Because we haven't had that. We haven't had that in a long time. Our country will be bigger, better, bolder, richer, safer, and stronger than ever before.
While also throwing shots at his opponent, Vice President Kamala Harris.
She spends all of her time complaining about everything, but does nothing about it. She's going to do this, she's going to do that. Why the hell didn't she do it, right?
The race for president is now tight, with many hoping Trump crosses the finish line.
I'm for Trump. Fight, fight, fight.
With over 3 million people in North Carolina having already cast their vote, Trump also thanked his supporters and says that he knows he can rely on them as Election Day creeps up. Now, according to Trump's campaign website, he is now in Green Bay, Wisconsin for a rally. Tomorrow, he is set to rally in New Mexico and Nevada.
Well, Vice President Kamala Harris was also in this state today, holding a rally in Raleigh this afternoon.
And Gigi Barnett has more details on her message.
Vice President Kamala Harris is back in the Tar Heel state, where she made a campaign stop in Raleigh Wednesday afternoon as part of her Get Out the Vote rallies. With only days left of early voting, Harris spoke at the Coastal Credit Union Music Park, where she encouraged voters to head out to the polls and promised to put the country above party and herself.
I am not looking to score political points. I am looking to make progress. And I pledge to you, I will listen to experts. I will listen to those impacted by the decisions I make and to people who disagree with me.
Harris criticized former President Donald Trump, saying his intentions for the country do not prioritize the American people. Harris's stop in Raleigh comes just days after guest speakers at Trump's rally at Madison Square Garden made controversial comments about Puerto Rico and the vice president.
If he is elected on day one, Donald Trump will walk into that office with an enemies list. When I am elected, I will walk in with a to-do list full of priorities about what I will get done for you, the American people.
Harris will be in North Carolina on the final day of early voting. The vice president is set to host a rally in Charlotte Saturday. Gigi Barnett, WITN News.
Her running mate, Governor Tim Walz, is also making stops around North Carolina ahead of the election. He stopped in Greensboro and Charlotte before heading to Asheville for a community concert. This comes 1 month after Hurricane Helene devastated the western part of the state.